Am I the asshole for kicking everyone out of my party? My wife has been depressed lately, losing her well-paying job in November of last year. Her unemployment ran out and she's now an assistant manager at a fast food place. She had a 3-phase interview for a job last week and didn't get picked at the end of it after almost a 2-month process. We decided to go through and host our 4th of July barbecue and pool party. My brother is a jackass and my parents enable him. My wife and I has her degree on our living room wall. My brother told her, you might as well shred that experience piece of paper because it's doing you no good. My wife started crying and that's extremely out of character for her. She goes to the bedroom and locks herself in. My brother said it's a joke, but I had enough and told everyone to go home. The party is cancelled. My parents started arguing, saying some people drove a few hours to be here, and I said have the party at your place. I told everyone to grab whatever you came with and leave. It was about 20-25 people and my mom said I'm an awful host and an embarrassment to my family, and I said the same thing about my brother. He started it. So I made everything leave. I'm getting mixed text messages about either checking in on my wife or being asshole after kicking everyone out over one little comment my brother made. Not the asshole. It wasn't just one little comment. It was rubbing salt into a wound. It feels humiliating when you have a professional career but you have to take a low-paying job for a period of time. I've been there. Lots of people have. But the fact she does that shows her character, willing to do anything to support the both of you until a better thing comes along. Make sure she knows that. If I was an employer, I would admire someone who was willing to work even if it wasn't their dream job. It's your house. And if your wife is crying in the bedroom, the party is over. Not the asshole because you said it was not normal for her to cry like that and she's probably under a lot of strain. The last thing she needed was a house full of people witnessing her have a mental breakdown. I feel bad for her. Not the asshole. For one simple reason, you can't host a party while your partner is having a breakdown in the bedroom. She takes priority. And everyone else should understand that. And with a pool in the backyard, you don't want the liability of walking away and trusting that everyone else can act appropriately and not get hurt on your property. Good for you for having your priorities straight. And stop inviting your family over if they're more interested in their own entertainment than in your wife's well-being. Who needs that toxicity? The people who are texting to check in on how your wife is doing are keepers. The others are not. Not the asshole. And I'm sorry for what you and your wife are going through. Not the asshole. Your bro ruined the whole damn party with his mouth. Would kicking him alone out restore the party atmosphere when your wife was crying in her room? No. Would your mother have agreed with you throwing your brother out and happily stepped up as ad hoc hostess? No. IMO. When one host is reduced to tears by an asshole guest, the party is over. Your mom is an ass for defending your a whole brother. Lemme guess. He's the favorite who can do no wrong. All this is why DNA isn't everything. Some relatives just can't act right. My mom said I'm an awful host and an embarrassment to my family. Geez, dude. I'm really sorry you had to endure any of this. But this a lot. Perhaps if your mom had raised your brother a little differently, he would know when to keep his mouth shut for his own good. Not the asshole. I see you were protecting your wife. And if you had one shot, you made the right decision. I'm sorry this happened to you all. Not the asshole. You put your wife's mental health over the selfish desires of your guests. If they are mad, They need to blame your brother and leave you and your wife alone. Now you know who your true friends and relative are. Treat him to a barbecue and pool party to celebrate when your wife lands her dream job. Not the asshole. If I were your wife, I would have just died at the thought of a bunch of people in my house partying it up after I burst into tears and ran off. I bet she was relieved to have the house emptied. You did good. Please tell your wife the whole internet applauds her gumption to take a less than desirable job while she waits to get back to her career. That shows her character and she should be proud of herself. Your brother and your parents are a right set of jackasses. I get the feeling your brother is the "I'm just being honest" type. What a tasteless excuse of a joke. And that the parents tried to downplay it makes them as well. If it were just about the barbecue, they'd be fine going to a local park or elsewhere. It was likely that they just wanted the pool. Not the asshole for prioritizing your wife's feelings. It's your party and you can end it if you'd like. I might not also speak to the brother for a while. Not the asshole. There was really no way for the party to go on at that point. You needed to be there for your wife and she probably needed space and privacy after that comment. If she's really struggling with her mental health. Not 25 people at her house who all just witnessed someone trying to humiliate her. Party over when your brother did that. You supported your wife by underlining the impact of the behavior. You showed integrity. Your family didn't. Not the asshole. Not the asshole. Fucking epic. Great job. You're awesome. Please tell your wife. From a stranger on the internet. That I really hope things turn around soon. That her diploma is never a waste. And that your brother is objectively a complete fucking asshole. Oh, and also that your parents were unreasonable. Not the asshole, but your brother and everyone else is. Thank you for protecting your wife. Asking multiple people to leave because of your brother is an overreaction. Because you could have just asked him to leave. But that's not why you were getting everyone to leave. Asking everyone to leave your house because one of the hosts has locked herself crying in the bedroom and needs emotional support and not to be hosting a party, absolutely not the asshole, and a perfectly reasonable reaction. Not the asshole. It's unfortunate for everyone, but the party was already ruined. Not the asshole. It stopped being a party when one of the guests bullied the host. Not the asshole. If I was a guest, I would completely understand the party ending. I'm glad you were there to support your wife instead of caring about a bunch of opinions that really don't matter. I hope things change for your wife. Good for you for having her back. I'm going against the grain and will probably be downvoted, but you're the asshole. You kicked out 25 people because of one jerk. If they laughed at brother's comment, then sure, they should get removed along with him. But the others, no. If anything, your wife needed their support to feel better. To feel like she had friends ready to back her up. But instead you banished everyone for one idiot's tasteless comment. Sometimes it is kinda cool to be the This is one of those times. Sure, it wasn't great for some of the people that drove a long way. But you definitely showed your brother and everyone that enables him, as well as your wife, that her well-being comes first, and that's fucking awesome. You're a rock star. Your brother, on the other hand, is a gold-plated 4-star a hole. You absolutely did the right thing sending everyone home. Your brother ended the party with his cruel comment to your wife. You put your wife first, not the asshole. Not the asshole. Not the asshole cut your brother out of your life, period. I don't care if he's family.